Have you ever wondered how a real estate agent actually gets paid? Today we wanted to pull the curtain back a little bit and show you an inside look on how a real estate agent actually makes money and how much money they actually put in their pocket at the end of a transaction. And we're going to talk about it all today in bananas. Stick around. Welcome to the Aaron Power Show. Today we want to give you an inside look on how a real estate agent actually gets paid. What are they actually making and what do they get to take home in their pocket at the end of a transaction? So we wanted to give you some good info, whether you've just been curious or whether maybe you're thinking about getting into real estate and you're just like, how does this work? I don't understand how I make money. This is for you. Today we're going to talk about money in the form of bananas. So here on out, everything's in bananas, so I hope it's your currency of choice. We're going to talk about a normal transaction, and we're going to talk about it as if it's a real estate agent representing the buyer on a sale. We're going to do the buyer side because the listing side, there's so much more that can happen. And I really can't give you a great example because every listing is different. Luxury is different than a condo, which is different than a house or a townhouse. The amount of marketing bananas you'll spend. I mean, you just never know. So we're going to stick with the buyer side today. We're going to start with the sales price. We're going to pick an average price, something easy. We're going to go with a home of 300,000 bananas. So a lot of bananas, right? We're going to go with a commission percentage here of about 3%. Now, no percentages are ever fixed. Everything in real estate's negotiable. So don't take these percentages as any kind of form or standard. They're always changing. They change for me. Honestly, a lot of transactions nowadays are at a 2.5% commission or 2.75. Today we're going to use 3 as an easy number. So let's say that home closes, 300,000 bananas. Real estate agent is taking a home at 3% commission. So that's about 9,000 bananas for that real estate agent. Now obviously, we know that that agent isn't keeping those 9,000 bananas, although, trust me, we wish that we were. In most cases, you're going to have a split with your real estate brokerage. Me personally, I work with Keller Williams Southern Nevada. So I'm going to use an average split at our brokerage, which would be 30%, let's say. So that would mean 30% of those bananas go to my broker, and 70% of those bananas would come with me. So in that case, the broker in this situation would actually take about 2,700 of my bananas, and I would be keeping about 6,300 of them, just on the surface level. Now I want to break it down even further for you because that isn't the only thing that we're splitting with. In any situation, there might be a transaction coordinator or a member of your team that is helping you with the transaction. I'm going to go ahead and say that the transaction coordinator on this file charges about 300 bananas. So that's 300 more bananas out to pay for the TC, as we call them. We also, every brokerage is going to have an E&O and filing charge. E&O means errors and omissions. It's to cover those associated for anything they may put in the contract erroneously that they weren't actually sure of. So per transactions, I'm going to say that costs about 50 bananas, if you're following along. Now we get into cost of sale. Right? This is a little bit harder to give you an exact number, so I'm going to give you an estimate. Cost of sale could be anything of, finding the client, driving around to look at properties, so gas, could be insurance for your vehicle, little things like that. I always buy my buyers a closing gift as well, so that's factored in there. I'm going to factor in about 200 bananas for cost of sale. Obviously, if you're a higher leveraged agent, this is going to be a lot higher for you. If you're brand new, it could be lower. I'm going to say about 200 bananas for that. Now's the fun part, right? Uncle Sam has to get paid. We all pay taxes. If you're a real estate agent, you are not a W-2 employee. You are a 1099 employee. You must pay back all of your taxes at the end of the year. So keep in mind that as a real estate agent, when bananas come in, you must put some aside for taxes at the end of the year. I'm here to tell you, if you're in the business and you're not doing that, contact me right away because you're gonna owe a lot of money at the end of the year and you might not be so sure why. So keep that in mind. I went ahead and did about a 25% split for taxes here, in that you want to keep aside. It's a very regular number. Some are less, some are more. I'm going to take about 25%. In this situation of your beginning 6,300 banana split from the brokerage, that would actually have you giving Uncle Sam about 1,575 of your bananas. So keep that in mind as well. Obviously there are factors there. So with all of those numbers broken down, you now have a take home in your pocket in this specific transaction of about 4,175 bananas, which, hey, is pretty good living, right? However, those 9,000 bananas at the beginning looked a lot better, didn't they? So just a little breakdown for you as you see all the numbers. The 4,175 in your bananas would be your take home for you and your family. Now, obviously, we haven't talked about things like health insurance for you, right? Different expenses for your business. We talked a little bit about automobile insurance and those kind of things also. So keep in mind, there are all different things that money, still you have business expenses. Maybe you pay for an office, right? At your place of work. Maybe you have a home office. There are all things to take into account. You need to know your business expenses. So truly, even though you're getting those 4,175 bananas, how many of those are actually going to be profit for you is a whole nother story and probably a whole nother show, to be honest. Hopefully that opens some eyes for you. You can kind of see from the agent side how those bananas are broken down and where they actually go to. As always, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for all future video content about real estate here in the Las Vegas area. I'm Aaron Powers with Keller Williams Southern Nevada. And who do you know that might be looking to get into real estate or is just curious about how real estate really works? Thanks for watching.